in winners finals, and then Kusi and Cake in losers finals. I am very interested to see how Halite does in this matchup, how Penguin responds to it. We've talked about a little bit how, Ellie popped up at the water major, and we haven't really seen too many players face a lot of Ellies, but here we have a chance to see Penguin in winners finals versus Halite. Penguin pretty familiar to this stage. This is one of Halite's first really great online runs that I expect more of, but let's see how Tower of Heaven here goes. I'm really interested to see how this game one really sets the tone for winners finals.
One of the things that makes this matchup pretty funny is that there's the concept when you're analyzing matchups that somebody is going to beat the beatdown always, right? And who that is changes matchup. This is a matchup where Absa is the beatdown, where she actually kind of needs to aggressively. Oh God!
What were you saying again?
Well, I mean, Penguin was closing the distance. He just wasn't quite ready for that down smash right there.
Yeah, I saw someone else just get beat downward.
And that hitbox is so big and covers so much of quick attack. It's something that I find frustrating is like how quickly quick attack will move like that. But the fact that Eliana can just be like, oh, here's a hitbox that's twice the size of Absa. I'm just going to drop this down here. No biggie.
But yeah, those quick attacks are going to help a lot. I don't think we're going to see much Steam play because quick attack can just tear through those Steam clouds immediately. And that's one of the big ways that Absa can keep the distance closed in the matchup. And otherwise, just waiting for the opportunity to catch this big body. Is it going to be a down tilt? No, there. You're going to catch the DI in to avoid dying to the down tilt.
Wow, with the purple too. Let's go.
Was Penguin at like 55?
I think so.
He was at like 14 when that combo started.
So Penguin has taken less than 100% and is on his last stock, is what we're getting at here.
Yes.
Oh my God. Halite?
Oh, but the cloud pop.
I feel like these guys are ignoring like
this overheat.
Oh my God.
I was just about to say this overheat is so important. It's so important to maintain that, and he used the last of it there. What an incredible game one. Guys, think about this for a second. That game one was barely 90 seconds, and it was last hit, last stock. When you see a 90-second Penguin game, you assume it's like a 3 stock, and he's just like, cool, who's my next opponent? That was last hit, last stock. Game one. When I asked them to set the tone, I was not expecting this. Dan, what you got?
When I set up this game, like I expected there to be like a neutral and a punish game, and like they just decided that there's no such thing as neutral, and they were just gonna KO each other. And even the percent didn't matter. Like Penguin started his one combo at like 60 to KO. That made sense. But then Halite was like, I'll just start at 10%. This is fine, and I'll KO. I'll purple nair you off the side. This is cool.
So instead of neutral to punish, we have punish to dunk, is what we're getting right now, right? We just start up a heat level higher than normal. But this is just a reminder that the air characters in Rivals of Aether are the most hype characters in the game. We're going to have Ethereal Gate, where they can live a little bit longer. Maybe we'll get to see a little bit more of that neutral.
Don't you sneak that propaganda in. Don't you sneak that in. You disgust me.
Look, Rosa, it's only propaganda if it's not true. Anyway, we're going to have Penguin starting off with stage control.
I don't think that's how propaganda works, D-Pick. All I'm saying is history has shown us that after this tournament, we do eventually get a new balance patch. It means that Eliana is going to be nerfed and Absa is going to stay exactly the same.
What?
Yes! Yes!
I mean, I feel like all the air characters, they feel fine to me. They're all cool in their own ways.
Right, there's no need to be changes. Anyways, game 2. See,
this one's going way different, right? They're actually like racking up damage. They're taking turns hitting each other.
Because like here, they actually survived the early confirms that murdered on Tower of Heaven. So now there's actually time for them to play this longer game.
Well, what's crazy to me is you saw Halite actually opt to let the overheat run out. Oh, what a reversal on the left-hand side of the stage. And then uses the rockets to build up that overheat immediately. Doesn't get a kill from it quite yet. Is going to get it here. Wow! That Galaxied.
And if you think about it, that makes sense because Eliana in overheat, what neutral tool is she going to have against Absa, right?
Forward smash.
Forward smash, and that's pray and pray with that forward smash.
Well, he was actually using that first to kind of like put up a wall, and then once he realized he could, set up for the up tilt, that's when he got the KO. Yeah, I remember when we bumped up tilt like a year ago now, and yeah, I still stand by it. I think it's dope. Like, I think it's a really cool kill option, especially since it, uses the heat gauge in a unique way for Eliana.
I just think we should spread the love for other command grabs and have Clarence neutral B kill at 110% too.
Yeah, I'll definitely put that in my notes.
Thank you. Uh-oh.
He hit, but still gonna sneak on stage. Halite getting the important parry on that double jump cloud.
Oh my god.
Stalling is incredible.
Like, you watched Halite throw out hitbox, parry, just waiting for quick attack, and Penguin's just like, nah, I'm coming in and back airing you, dude.
Up air? Not gonna make it. Yeah, Halite's gonna hover right in the top blast zone. Penguin's looking so good this game. 120% on Halite's last stock, and Penguin still has a stock to spare.
Yeah, only at 50 now, finally getting a little bit more damage.
Up air?
Yeah, that was it. As soon as I saw like the basically no DI off the down air, I was like, "There's no way Penguin's letting him out of this situation."
Yeah, with Eliana's body that big and the no DI, like that was it.
Yeah, and notice the fact that like even after the down air and how much hit stun Ellie is in afterwards in that big body, Penguin literally had time to dash forward, expecting the DI away, react to the no DI, come back below him, and then go up for the upper. I mean, just so much time there with Absa and Penguin's skill level to recognize what was going on immediately. Great stuff. We have a 1-1 set here, guys. I'm personally hoping this go game 5. I want to see more of Halite play. And of course, Penguin's Absa like none other. We're going to go to FD, Endless Abyss next.
Yeah,
how this plays out.
No platforms for Penguin to play around with. It's going to make his movement a little bit more linear. And as we've seen, Halite kind of does love looking for those big snipes with the Rocket Fist or even the charged up neutral special, like bullet. So we'll see whether or not he can pin it down easier here. But in the meantime, oh yeah, that juggle was nasty. But now Halite's fight his way out of it and turning the tables like that.
That was so close to being up smash into forward smash and killing it like 57.
I was so scared.
Yeah, has to opt for it.
Oh.
Ooh, just the amount of times where Halite just barely clears the edge of the stage with his recovery. Like, and having that knowledge of his distance is nuts.
The Nair F-Shock there is so good too.
Yeah.
Boys, I hope you're ready for just the influx of Ellie's on ranked.
Dude, it's a great influx too, because they can't combo like at all. So just get some free wins. If you want to hop on rank tonight, you're gonna get some free wins against some Elianas for sure.
I'm going from diamond to master for sure.
That much time for the up air? Uh-oh. Here we go. Another stage air dodge used.
If that end special connected, like that might have just KO'd. That might have purple.
I'm pretty sure it would have. It's the worst part.
It's so sick.
Really careful spacing on that cloud to not fall onto the up tilt.
Oh boy. Oh my god, the hitbox! Why is it so big?
Because Eliana's so big, she deserves it.
I mean, yeah, big girls need love too.
Of all like the weird designs I did in Rivals, like I am pretty happy with how Eliana turned out, even though she is not like the most accessible character. She's got some cool stuff.
Absolutely. And it's one of those things where like design wise she is just so unique in how she functions as a character. It's something I'm just like, cool, this is something I could show somebody to be like, this is what Rivals design and gameplay looks like.
Yeah, she was like one of the first ones I thought up in my head once I stole Brand from League of Legends for Zetterburn.
Right.
I was like, I want Rumble. And like, so I had like a long time where I like changed the design a lot before we finally put Eliana in the game.
Dan, I don't want to cut you off, but this has been an incredible sequence. And now Penguin doing Penguin things immediately.
Oh,
getting the kill?
Oh! Whoa! How are they both surviving?
Oh!
It's incredible, like the pixels that each of these players are just barely hanging on to. They're both known for just finishing off stocks in that situation.
Even with the mech toss still in an okay position. And how long has that mine been there? I just imagine that playing a part in this somehow. No, the cloud pop into the up air. Penguin holding on for dear life, turning it around. Halite clinging on by the fangs. I guess she doesn't have hands. And just an amazing finish. And we're going to go into Neo Fire Capital. Let's keep this momentum rolling. What a set so far.
Interesting. So this is the second counter pick then that Halite has. This one's a huge blast zone, and what it makes me remember is Ethereal Gates and how that ended up favoring Penguin a lot more. And I think part of that is Penguin does have better consistency in terms of converting into his really explosive kill moves.
I'm going to stop you right now. Absa up air just lost to something, and I don't know if I've ever seen that in my life.
Now, we were talking about buffs that character needs, right? Right, Broza? It's just interesting that you bring that up, and Dan's here, so maybe we can look into that later, Dan.
Yeah, they'd have like super armor, probably, would be pretty cool.
Yeah, actually. I think that fits the character's design philosophy.
Definitely.
Oh! Let's go!
It's so sick.
I feel my IQ points rising, my brain expanding every time I watch like Eliana somehow combo someone from one side of the game. Like, this is Fire Capital. This is not a small stage, and literally just goes, nah, I got something for you. And then Penguin, cool as can be, is just like, yeah, that's okay, I got an answer.
That charge to wait out the parry, nice stuff.
No!
No! Okay.
Close too. Yeah, the projectiles here, like, it's really showing against someone like Absa who has that floaty recovery, like, just how lethal.
That galaxy! The bullet sneaking in behind the quick attack. Oh, the steam saves Penguin right there. Halite, like, the number of times he's tapped into something just, like, completely ridiculously genius that feels like it should never be practical in a real set. Like, I love it.
The mad science. Uh-oh.
That's it.
And then just top tier privilege right back at you.
Yeah, Penguin has the answer for, like, if Halite goes in the snake, like, he knows exactly what he needs to do to get the KO.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a level of familiarity that you would expect from a player like Penguin too, is because like there is, like we talked about it to an extent, you don't see a ton of top Ellies doing well like this, but the fact that he already has something in place in mind is like, oh cool, Snake's here, I know exactly what to do.
That might come from Penguin playing Graceful Knight a lot, because I know they are pretty good friends, and Graceful Knight had one of the terrifying Elianas in the first couple years of their life.
What do you do? Because you're in a ton of hits done after you get hit by up tilt.
You just die. Let's see if Halite can bring this back.
I mean, once again, everybody's eye. Oh,
not even purple.
Just barely catching at the edge of that up air, but that will do it. Penguin secures himself a spot on winner's side of Grand Finals. A spot that he had, I think, the past 2 years as well. Mm-hmm. Tradition lived on here, even though we're online. Penguin's going to keep it up, staying up there. But last year, it was Cake Assault that reigned on that parade, and we do have Cake Assault here in losers semis to start his climb. You'd have to go up against Kusi first, though.
Now,
5-0 against him.
I was just